The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
In today's Gospel from Luke, the very first sentence that sets out our story is the line within the story that everything kind of hangs on. And we've heard the story so many times that often we forget there's a lot of information given in that very first line of that story about the leper. And it goes like this. It says that first of all, that the man was full of leprosy. And when you look at the Greek, when someone is full of something, of course, that's not always a very positive expression. It's mostly a negative expression, even in our culture, right? When you say you're full of it. Well, here to say that you're full of an ailment such as leprosy is to say it's consuming you. You're being almost disintegrated by this ailment. Probably a better way to look at it is that you are totally overwhelmed. And you just can't seem to see any way out of the predicament. So if this is a grave moment in the life of this leper, he just doesn't have some kind of skin ailment. Whatever it has fully just kind of reached into his life and has been consuming him. The other part of this, which is also an important designation. So we hear this story that there's this man that comes to Jesus to be cured because he's full of something, namely full of something that's overwhelming his entire life and cutting him off from his community, from his friends, and from his family. What is interesting, Luke does not tell you what town this leper resides in. And there's a reason that Luke does not give the name of a town. Even though this would be an important moment in the miraculous work of Jesus. He does this because Luke is conveying that the world, our own lives, we can seem and feel and know that it's just not one certain town, but the place where we reside, we too can become so overwhelmed. We too can become all consumed by something as if something is just eating up our lives. So Luke does not name a town because this is a reality in which we all face in our communities. And the second part of the story is just as important, maybe even more important. It's in this moment of just feeling like there's just no way out. And that is just so prevalent. This is where Jesus reaches in and touches whatever is holding this man down and consuming his life. And probably a better word than just saying simply to reach. In the Greek, it's the word stretch. That means God is making the efforts to reach into this man's life and to bring him out of whatever mess that he has found himself in, whatever's consuming his life, and to bring him back into community. If you will, to bring him back and give him back his life. And the wonder and the beauty of this is that this leper has come to a point in his life where it's like, yes, I need this. Yes, I want God to kind of stretch into my life and pull me out of whatever hole that's consuming, that's ever piling up upon me. This is really a beautiful reading, story in which we see a God Jesus, who's actively saying, I want to save your lives. Let me reach in, let me stretch the very arm of God into your life and pull you out. And so today we ponder this wonderful miracle, this miracle that doesn't name a town, so that we all know that we can all benefit from a God who's constantly wishing and desiring to reach in and to pull us out from whatever might be consuming us. This is a miracle of hope. This is a miracle in which we're all invited into that great mystery of a God who shows God's very self in that Jesus who heals and saves.